Hello everyone, this is Joshua.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Andrew.
And this is Those Three Guys' first impressions video of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Now currently I'm the only one of those three guys who owns a copy of this game, and I have my copy for the PlayStation 4.
I'll probably eventually get it for PlayStation 4.
I might.
Alright, so just to start off, general impressions. Jacob, Andrew, what have you to say about it?
Well, I definitely like the combat mechanic. It seems really fluid, even though, as you stated, well, we tried it to switch the buttons, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. Because it seems like the DualShock 4's button, the L2 and R2 are a lot better.
Oh yeah, so
to
much
grip,
more.
anyways.
Yeah, your fingers will not
versus the
slip off
DualShock 3, so I didn't mind it too much.
Okay. Andrew.
Thoughts?
When I tried it out, it was kind of awkward because I'm not used to it. But if you get used to it, it will probably work out for you.
Yeah, definitely. Metal Gear Solid 5 changes a lot of things up. For example, through my playthroughs, I've noticed that you can only carry one primary weapon and one secondary weapon at a time. When I say that, I mean your primary weapon is an assault rifle and your secondary weapon is a handgun. So you no longer have those menus that you can access. Or at least that's what I saw, because every time I tried to switch weapons, I could never carry more than one assault rifle at once.
Do you get to customize, like at the beginning of like Peace Walker? Couldn't you customize that?
A little bit. Did you see how you could kind of take the light off and the suppressor off of those guns?
Yeah, they give you like options for the gun itself, but does it let you just like customize your gun later on?
Maybe they might implement that in Phantom Pain, but for Ground Zeroes, I've not seen that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the weapon buttons are now mapped to the D-pad, which took a little bit of getting used to, but otherwise I think is a pretty streamlined way of doing it. Let's see, you guys weren't able to use CQC during your run-through.
I did.
He did.
Okay, well, what did you think of that?
It's a little bit different than what I'm used to.
Okay, but do you think it's effective enough?
Yeah, you only have to hit 2 buttons and done.
Yep. Through my playthrough of the main mission of Ground Zeroes, I used CQC many times to interrogate Marines, and I'd say it works pretty well. The only thing is I need to get used to not holding the R2 button, because if you do, then you get them into a chokehold instead of just slamming them into a wall, and yeah, that's something I need to get used to again, I guess, because it's been a really long time since I played MGS4.
Is there any collectibles you could get from interrogating people like the older MGS games?
For interrogating, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. If anything, interrogating prisoners will just give you info. Like, there are soldiers here, you can find an armory here, there's ammo here, you can find a sniper rifle here, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And there are collectibles in the game. There are cassette tapes that you can listen to. And there are also XOF badges. Those things are really difficult to find. Have you guys seen the opening video for Ground Zeroes? You know, when Big Boss is scaling that cliff?
No.
Vaguely remember it, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to show you later. Those XOF patches that are released from that one helicopter in that cutscene, you can find them, but they don't stand out at all.
Oh.
So they're kind of
they're
like,
even worse than the BSA emblems in Resident Evil 5.
But
at least those were really light blue and you could see them once you found them.
At least you could see them. I walked past like 500 of them, but...
Yeah, ignoring that thing in the background, otherwise, yeah, those...
Out of map boundary.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, the iDroid app for Android, I find it really handy. It's just that I don't look at my map enough, unfortunately.
I mean, I guess since I'm the only one out of the three of us that has a Wii U, I'm like, not so Wii U rip-off gimmicky thing. I mean, if they ever... I mean, they're not going to put it on Wii U. If nothing's going on Wii U.
Unfortunately.
I mean, that'd be perfect, because it's already part of your system. I mean, but most people have tablets or smartphones, so
yeah,
fine.
I'm pretty sure the intent of that app, of the Ground Zeroes app, was to make sure that, well, to at least give you the chance to use a smartphone or other mobile device to help with the game experience, because when you bring up the map in Ground Zeroes, the game does not pause. So it's kind of just nice to have it right in front of you without having to, you know, stop the game and then look through.
Definitely.
So the app works well enough. Back to the XOF patches. Yeah, those things don't stand out at all, so you're gonna have to look really freaking hard for them. I've only completed the Ground Zeroes main mission once, and I found 2 of the 9 so far.
Can you look them up? With your binoculars, how you can tag enemies? Can you tag? Search the entire area using binoculars.
I've never tried because they are about the same size as the patch, the same size as the Fox patch on Big Boss's shoulder.
Oh God!
So yeah, they're scaled appropriately. I mean, they're not these giant things that'll just go over the entirety of Big Boss's torso.
Look at me!
But yeah, they are realistically sized, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun, finding those things. I'm pretty sure you need to collect all 9 XOF badges to unlock the Deja Vu mission.
That'll be fun.
Alright, so as for the price point, yeah, I got the PS4 version, a physical copy, and that was $29.99. So far, I think it's worth the price, but then again, I have been following Metal Gear Solid for a while, and I am a rather large fan of the franchise. So for me, $30 for the content that I got, which is the main mission and then 4 side ops, so 5 missions in total, I think it's worth it. If anything, Metal Gear Solid 5 does a really good job of just showing how powerful the PS4 is in terms of graphical power.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I definitely appreciate that it's not like a full price retail game, because I mean it is on a shorter side, but at least at this price you kind of get an idea of how hopefully gameplay is in Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, thoughts?
And I mean, especially with like today's like DLC prices, like that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
in response to just my opinion on the comments on the net that I've seen that Ground Zero is just a glorified demo. I guess you could think about it that way, but at the same time, there is still a lot to explore.
Yeah.
So to me, it does feel like a bit of an expanded demo, but in a good way. So, it's kind of difficult for me to try and elaborate on what I mean by that.
So you're pretty much saying that as long as there's like enough content and story, you can justify it being before the main installment.
I would say so. I mean, it's definitely a departure from how MGS2 was handled with the Tanker and Plant chapter being on the same disc. But for me, it's definitely a new Metal Gear Solid experience, and I think that this is a good way to ease people in, because Metal Gear Solid games in the past have been extremely linear, and these games are much less linear. I mean, they're not. That's not to say that they're not linear anymore. They still kind of are, but there are just so many different approaches that you could take to one mission.
Yeah.
For example, Andrew kind of went COD on his mission, and he managed to make it out.
He was kind of funny.
Shut up!
There's no Scavenger Pro. No sleight of hand.
And then I went grenade crazy in the Rescue Hideo Kojima mission.
He got just as good of a score as me, and I killed him 5 times.
I killed him twice. Accidentally, mind you.
You killed him more than twice! You killed him like 3 times!
Okay, fine, 3 times.
Mine was 5, and it was funny as hell.
At least you didn't purposely blow him up!
And then trolling that tank was fun.
Yeah, Big Boss can run in this game.
Yeah, I definitely like that there's no stamina meter.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I disliked about Skyward Sword so much, stamina meters.
Wait, that game actually had a stamina
Yes,
meter?
you can actually run in that game.
But it burns your stamina meter.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
Oh, jeez.
Unless you buy a potion, which lasts like... It's a time limit, but...
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. As for the story, it's pretty damn dark.
Well,
having played through
Phantom Pain's supposed to be incredibly dark.
Yes,
So
I mean, considering all the themes. So, yeah, definitely a very good primer into what Phantom Pain will eventually become. Well, considering that most of the story is already out in the net, I'm going to leave the literally gory details for all you guys out there, our listeners, to try out once you pick up this game, whenever that is. But essentially, in the main mission of Ground Zeroes, you have to rescue Chico and Paz from Peace Walker. if you haven't played that, just pick up the HD collection and then give it a go. I like Peace Walker.
Isn't it also included in the Legacy collection?
I believe it is, yes. But that's only for PS3. Yeah. But yeah, you have to rescue them, and they... stuff has been done to them.
Torture.
Yeah. I mean, let's see here. Okay, I'll divulge this detail. Chico has bolts through his ankles.
Ow.
Yeah. So that's why you have to carry him. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. For those of you who've seen the Red Band trailer of Phantom Pain, yeah, that scene. It's pretty damn gory, and the music just makes that scene even more intense. So, this game is not for the faint of heart. But then again, if you didn't know that already, then why are you listening to us?
Way to go.
Okay. So, let's see here. What else? Cassette tapes do give a decent amount of backstory for Ground Zeroes. So even if you haven't played Peace Walker, if you don't feel like you want to spend the around 30 hours or so on clearing that game, you can just listen to the logs, and they give you a good enough idea of what was going on right before.
Okay.
I really like the fact that you can drive vehicles in this game too.
Escape vehicles? Yeah, like, so you went COD in that mission, and then you went Grand Theft Auto, and ran everyone over.
I'm surprised the car didn't blow up.
And I kept blowing up cars in my mission.
Both of them that I used.
I thought the vehicles handled really well in the game.
Well, he drove a car.
What? I ran people over. Except,
Did you have fun doing it?
yes, I wish I could do it again.
Do you think the vehicles handled well for you then?
They're alright. The turning could be a little bit better, but
Okay. Yeah, but otherwise...
they were trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they weren't cars. They were just trucks.
Yep. And then there's the new reflex mode that gives you a few split seconds if you're spotted by someone to
Yes,
react.
which I shot someone in the head twice.
Well, I guess it's nice. It's just a little adrenaline mode, pretty much.
And just to reconfirm that thing, reflex mode can be turned off.
It's actually pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you shoot people right in the throat. What? I was the only one who did the reflex mode.
This is Troll McGrath, and that is not Troll McGrath.
I also shot 3 people in the face that were trying to wake people up.
Didn't I shoot someone in the crotch?
Yep. Blood everywhere.
In a helicopter, which is even worse. So he's falling to his death, which his crotch is hurting too.
Oh, there's something wriggling back there.
Wow.
But the way the game indicates whether you've been spotted or not, there's a section in the center of the screen that's pretty much a white circle.
It's
that-
very hard to
I
see,
thought
too.
it was very similar to the way Hitman games work. You pretty much have the same interface with like spot detection, and then eventually it's like mass attack on like once because all these people spot you and stuff. So.
Only one person spotted me, and I got a whole bunch of people on that.
Well, that's because you decided to be like, I'm like fucking Rambo.
I tried to do
I'm
it
gonna go out in the
stealthy.
street and shoot everyone. Cover? Who needs that? Pansies need cover. Oh, I got my machine gun. Oh.
I tried to do it stealthy, but then the guys, there's too many of them. I also play Ringer on the Rosie with that one guard.
Oh, what's over here? Sneak, 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 sneak. Huh? Sneak, 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 sneak. CQC!
Yeah. Pretty much.
I have yet to try disarming a guard and then using his weapon against him.
Not worth it.
I'm pretty sure I can do that. It's just that I haven't quite figured out how to yet. I'll probably eventually. Let's see here. Can you guys think of anything else?
Let's see.
I've already kind of gushed about how good looking this game is. I mean, they got lighting down here.
Yeah, definitely. Nope. Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Alright. So if you don't think the $30 price tag on Ground Zeroes right now is worth it, then by all means, wait it out. If you want a fix for PS4 though, or Xbox One, a really decent game that really shows what your console can do though, I definitely recommend picking it up.
Well, I mean, it's like your one game on PlayStation 4 until Second Son comes out later this week.
Which is this Friday.
Someone's really excited.
Oh, yes.
I'm not like as excited because I don't have a PS4 yet. Me, it's
Yeah.
just Smash 4. So,
Well, at least I'll have 2 games to my PS4 name that aren't knack, which I will try to finish at some
I mean,
point.
kind of like how my recently bought 360 library is all Halo and Gears of War.
I mean, you already have most of the multi-platform games that otherwise came out on PS3 then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so final thoughts, guys? I've kind of already given mine.
I mean, I would like these in the future as long as they're like this quality as like, I guess if you say like a glorified demo of the game, as long as it's like got a compelling storyline, it's fun, and it like helps you ease into hopefully what the game's gonna be later down the road. I mean, I'm all for it as long as it's not like super expensive.
Yeah, because, I mean, thinking back, the PS4 and Xbox One physical versions were initially $40. And if they were still $40 now, I would be a little more cautious about getting it right now. I would have gotten it immediately still because I'm an MGS fan, but yeah, for my recommendation, I would definitely have been more cautious if they didn't reduce the price. Andrew?
Final thoughts? Shrugs.
He's shrugging his shoulders.
I don't got any.
Well, do you like the game?
It's alright.
You've heard it from the man himself, everyone.
We're just
Shut
gonna
up.
use this for
I've been
game.
playing
We're
too
just gonna
much
use this for
Demon's
game
Souls.
ratings. Shrug equals okay.
And then if
What, I've
Andrew...
been playing too many Demon's Souls too.
Dark Souls 2.
Oops. Yeah, Dark Souls.
Oh, you already picked that up?
I tried it out
Picked
a
it up
little
the
bit.
day it came out.
Oh, nice.
The way
Okay.
I'm already on the second boss, and I'm pretty much
I
done
already
like
killed the
50
person.
million times.
I killed
Sounds
the
about
person
right.
who levels you up.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
wanted to see if I could kill him.
Yeah,
Yes!
I don't like about that. In the second one, you have to go to the person to get leveled up. You can't just go to the damn bonfire.
Oh, okay. Well, that first impressions video will be for another time. But I guess just to reiterate my points, it looks great, it feels great, it handles great. Yeah, so far I only have good things to say about this game. But once I start looking for those XOF patches, I'm pretty sure that other things will come up.
I pretty much have to second your motion on that, except there's just the one thing I don't like. That sniper scope. Drives me insane.
Sniper scope?
Yeah, from the helicopter mission. How it's really zoomed in. I like my variable zoom.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's just because you're in a helicopter and you're just moving around a
Well,
lot.
yeah. Well, there's that too. Be a little more zoomed out, and then you could click it going.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm Joshua,
I'm Andrew.
and this has been our first impressions video. So if you're interested, go ahead and pick it up. If you're not, go ahead and wait. Totally up to you. All right.
Yep.
Later.